Project Task 1. For database, I have choose CIMB click as transaction that I always perform online. The portal name is CIMB click. The link is http://www.cimbclicks.com.my and some description about CIMB click. These are 6 steps that have to make to access the portal. And from the steps, I have identified the entities. There are 5 entities here, and I have determined the relationship between the entities. Lastly, from the entities and relationships, I'm able to draw the entity relationship diagram ERD. And that's for the first task, clicks. The attributes for user are ID and name. For account number, name, IC number, address, and details. While transaction are serial number and details. But from here, we can see that there are problems between the entities which have the same attributes, or we can say they can determine the same attributes. This may occur in unnormalized data. So, from here, we can fix it when I have identified the cardinalities or multiplicities relationship between the entities. So, from this ER diagram, the user attributes are ID. So, name is not included. While account, the attributes are account number, name, IC number, address, and details. While transaction, only the serial number. So, for the EERD diagram, the user may be manager, staff, or client. So, the constraints are optional or. User can be anybody who uses the bank account, such as manager, staff, or client. And that's for the second. For the third task, we have to do the 3NF. And this 3NF, I have found that user has the ID, account number, name, IC, address, details, serial number. While transaction has account number and serial number, while details, IC, and details. But from here, I found a problem because when I want to do the SQL, I cannot compile it. So later I will tell you at the task 4. So from here, I got the table for the CIMB clicks. The example of when there are ID number, account number, name, IC, address, details, and serial number, which we can say this table is for the user. For task 4, from the previous task, I have found problem that the attributes are clashed with other entities. So I have determined the tables that valid for the CIMB clicks. These are the 2 tables, which are user and remark. For the user, the ID is the primary key that determine IC, account number, and serial number. While the remark table, the IC is the primary key, which determine the name, address, and details. From here we can see that IC is actually the foreign key for the table user. So now I want to show you my SQL. So this is the SQL at the command editor in IBM DB2. So to create the 2 tables, this is the command create table user, which the ID is integer, not now because it is primary key that determine the account number integer, IC integer. So for the second table, I name it remark, and which IC is the primary key, which determine name, address, and details. So now I will show you the table for the table user. So this is the table. ID is the primary key and determine the account number and IC. For the table remark, the IC is the primary key and determine name, address, and details. So that's all from me for the task database TS2964. Thank you.